At 12:50 a.m., Sonya Massey called 911. She told dispatchers that someone was trying to hurt her. She believed there was a prowler outside her home in Woodside Township, Illinois. Two Sangamon County deputies arrived to help. They checked the perimeter. They found nothing. By all tactical standards, this should have been a routine clear and leave call. But less than 3 minutes after entering her home, the woman who called for help was dead. The catalyst? A pot of boiling water. This is a breakdown of how a check for well-being turned into a murder conviction. To understand why Deputy Sean Grayson is now a convicted murderer, we have to look at the behavior in the room before the gun came out. When deputies enter the home, the atmosphere is calm, but Sonya appears confused. Her family would later confirm she was struggling with mental health issues that night. The officers ask for her ID. She looks for paperwork. There is no shouting, no fighting, and no weapon visible. Deputy Grayson is standing in the living room, relaxed. There is zero perceived threat. Then Grayson notices a pot on the stove.
We don't need a fire while we're here.
Sonya walks to the stove to handle the pot. She is about 10 to 15 feet away from the officers. She asks Grayson a strange question. "Where are you going?" "Away from your hot, steaming water," Grayson replies. Tactically, this is the correct move. Distance is safety. If he is worried about the water, stepping back neutralizes the danger. He does not need force, he just needs space. Then comes the verbal exchange that changed everything. Sonya, standing at the sink, says this. "I rebuke you." It is a religious phrase. But watch Grayson's reaction. He interprets this instantly as a threat of attack.
You better not, I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
This is the critical failure point. In modern policing, when a subject is non-compliant but stationary, you create distance. You de-escalate. Grayson does the opposite. He draws his 9mm pistol and yells, "Drop the pot!" Sonya apologizes. She ducks behind the counter. Grayson begins to close the distance. He moves around the counter, walking toward the person he claims he is afraid of. Grayson fires 3 shots. One strikes her in the head. Let's look at this through the lens of Graham versus Connor, the Supreme Court case that governs use of force. An officer can only use deadly force if there is an imminent threat of death or serious bodily injury. Was a pot of boiling water a threat? Potentially. Boiling water is a deadly weapon at close range. But was the threat imminent? The prosecution argued no. There was a counter separating them. Grayson had distance. He had cover. He had a taser. Instead of using those tactical advantages, he aggressively closed the gap, putting himself in a position where he felt he had to shoot. This is what experts call officer-created jeopardy. You cannot create the emergency and then claim self-defense when you resolve it with a bullet. Even worse was the aftermath.
I mean, what else do we do? I'm not taking hot boiling water to the face.
That comment showed a disregard for life that likely sealed his fate with the jury. In October 2025, a jury rejected Grayson's self-defense claim. They found him guilty of second-degree murder. This verdict is significant. It draws a hard line in the sand for law enforcement. The badge grants the authority to use force, but it does not grant the license to escalate a confusing situation into an execution. In the Dexter Reed case we covered previously, the suspect fired first. The threat was undeniable. In the Sonya Massey case, the threat was a pot of water, held by a confused woman who had called 911 for help. Sean Grayson will likely spend decades in prison. Sonya Massey is gone, and the entire incident serves as a tragic case study on the importance of de-escalation. What do you think of the verdict? Let me know below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.